One of the greatest truths we see throughout the Bible is that God does not wait for perfection before He calls and uses someone. Instead, He takes broken vessels, people with weaknesses, people society might have overlooked, and through them, He displays His glory. Let us think of Moses. When God called him at the burning bush, Moses immediately pointed out his flaw by saying, "Lord, I am slow of speech and tongue." And we can see that from the book of Exodus chapter 4 verse 10. He actually thought his stammering disqualified him. But God reminded him that the one who made his mouth would use it. In the end, it was Moses, the man that doubted his voice, who stood before Pharaoh, who stretched out his rod, and who led the Israelites out of Egypt. His weakness became the stage for God's strength. Another personality in the Bible is Gideon. He saw himself as the least in the family from the weakest clan in Israel. And we can find that from the book of Judges chapter 6 verse 15. God called Gideon a mighty man of valor who once hid himself from the enemies. Later went on to lead just 300 men to defeat a vast Midianite. God reduced the number on purpose so that no one could boast, and His glory alone would shine through weakness. Another man in the Bible is David, King David. When Prophet Samuel came to his house to anoint a king, David was not even invited to the gathering. He was the youngest, left with a sheep. But God said to Samuel, "Man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." And we can find that from the first book of Samuel, chapter 16, verse 7. That shepherd boy became Israel's greatest king, a man after God's own heart. Another example is Brother Paul in the Bible. In the New Testament, Brother Paul speaks openly about his thorn in the flesh. He prayed for it to be removed, but God said, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." And we can find that from the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 9. Brother Paul realized that his struggles did not disqualify him. Instead, they magnifies God's strength. And what does this mean for us? It means that our weaknesses, our imperfections, our struggles, and even our failures do not push God away. Instead, they create perfect opportunity for His glory to be revealed. God is not looking for perfect people, but He is looking for willing people. So, if you feel inadequate, if you feel unworthy, if you feel like you don't have what it takes, remember Moses, Gideon, David, and Brother Paul. Remember that God delights in using imperfect things to accomplish His perfect will. Let us therefore not hide our weaknesses in shame, but bring them to God in faith. For it is our weakness that His strength is revealed, and through our imperfection that God's glory shines the brightest.